the asteroid belt of our solar system, we find our group searching. Well, more specifically, Peace is floating about the wreckage of Landry Sherman's prospector mining ship. You find Landry Sherman's body, or what remains of it, Peace, as you float amongst the asteroids. And as you come across it, you can see the face of Landry Sherman looking rather horrified, covered in shrapnel and glass.
Ah, there you are. I got him.
All right, perfect.
Most of him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how many pieces, but it didn't seem as funny now.
It's
don't
more than
forget the
enough to
entry
get our
parts.
bounty.
Cross chatter. What was that?
I was saying, don't forget the entry parts.
You can see his domicile attached to an asteroid in the distance. Maybe a few kilometers away from your current location.
Yeah, we'll make our way over to his residence, see what we can find there. But
Okay.
getting the majority of him, that'd be good. Good proof. Do we have any identifying marks? Does he have hands left for bioscans, face, eyes? You know.
What about his face? Because it had no brows?
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I can't confirm. The
Yes.
eyebrows are missing, but also more than 40% of his face.
Are you able to do a scan to, confirm it's indeed him? I don't know how thorough they want us to be, yeah.
Well, can you pull up his profile on the ship, on the Molly?
Oh yeah, no problem at all.
I take my finger, kind of dab it in the ice crystals of blood, put it in my mouth, like, AB positive?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
with 60% of the face and a blood type match, I think it's fair to say that this is the right person.
Yeah, alright. I mean, we
Okay.
knew it was. We just, don't need good old Dakota to doubt us. Alright, I'll get cold storage set up, and we can plop them in there on your way back, and then we'll head over to his abode.
I'm going to search his whatever I can, like if he has part of a jacket, inside pockets, like anything I can find or whatever.
The ship is mostly intact as well. I imagine that you would have found Landry sort of like half inside the ship and half outside. The explosive decompression sort of like pulling him through the glass, and some shrapnel and stuff has riddled his body. He's wearing like a suit, and a helmet, like something for EVA or something. And aside from that, you can sort of pull off the suit maybe, but I think it might require some cutting, or it might be better to do on the ship.
Okay.
But as far
I've just seen if there's anything preliminary that I could like not only look at him, but look like around, see if there's anything floating that I want to grab with my hands.
Sure.
And,
okay.
bring back with me.
Yeah. Why don't we have a roll for this? Let's see.
Love to.
What would you like to roll?
Let's see. It seems like study is such a catch-all for everything. Like I could study the situation, study the surroundings and shit like that. But I honestly don't know if a search like fits, any other thing fits better for a search.
Okay. Are you searching the ship or are you searching Landry?
I'm just searching, his immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Because we'll do what I'm searching for is shit that we wouldn't grab anyway. Like we'll grab Landry's body, we'll grab the ship, but anything that's like, just floating in right around here.
Sure. So I imagine, then I won't make you do a roll. So I imagine that there is various debris, as you can imagine, shrapnel, broken bits of bulkhead and control panels and stuff. So there's maybe some circuitry and things that are about. And I think that there is, like a few frayed and loose wires. You can see some, you can see some various bits of the control panel inside the ship, like flashing red, maybe. And whatever representation there is for instrumentation about oxygen and whatnot, it's all, it's all red and malfunctioning. And
I'm looking for like anything of value that's intact, like a cred stick. What passes for like a USB drive or hard drive or something like that?
Nothing in the immediate vicinity then.
Okay. Then I will grab him and I don't know, give the equivalent of 2 yanks on the rope. So they, I probably have like air jets or something that.
Oh yeah. I imagine with whatever your basic like setup is that you have on your frame, you probably have the equivalent of something along those lines. And you just kind of pull him off a piece of shrapnel that's kind of like impaled him through the stomach. And there's just like bits of like blobs of blood that kind of float about. And you're able to drag him off of the shrapnel.
On my way back. Open the doors unless you want me to knock.
Yeah, I'll get the outer airlock open for you.
As you head back to the ship, you go through the airlock. And you can see that Alora is kind of trying to probably make her way up towards the crew area.
Is there a scene when I get him back into the airlock and I'm guessing the artificial gravity kicks in and the body just goes
absolutely, it just kind of flops
on the fucking deck
to the ground. Yep. Alora, you can hear probably in the distance as she is heading towards the crew area, says,
I really want to look at that, but I think I'm going to be sick.
Yes, perhaps it is best if you wait until the effects of the battle have worn off.
I think
he's not going anywhere.
Food. I try to tell you not to consume that, but you're a creature of habit, I think is what they say.
She rushes past. You hear some retching as Alora makes her way towards the bathroom.
Sir? Oh, hold on.
Sir, normally when we bring in a bounty alive, we put them in the cell.
Right.
You already said we are going to put this in the fridge?
Yeah, cold storage. Didn't we install one of those in the cargo hold for?
Yes. It's
I want
the
to say
refrigerator. You keep your orange crush in there.
Yeah, we can move the crush. Didn't you say that we needed that extra fridge? Because I believe, quote, this happens too often.
Yes, but you proceeded to fill it up with... I shall endeavor to clean out one of the fridges, and... Well, sir, if it won't fit in its current state, I may have to... break it apart.
Maybe band it? I think we did that one time, right? And then we said they may have been practicing contortion in their past.
Well, if I have to break some bones, I don't think he's going to mind.
Nah, and
I'll let you know if I have any problems, sir.
yeah, all right. Sounds good. Thank you, peace. We'll need to get the ship in the cargo bay, too.
How many times have you guys killed people?
I would say never on purpose.
Yeah, right.
But dying is a part of the journey.
Yeah. Their journey ends quick.
To risk using an idiom, needs must when the devil drives. And oftentimes the devil driving is Barry.
Well, the devil gets to drive, why don't I get to drive?
It is my ship, that's why.
On my way to cold storage.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. All right. Then we'll get the ship and
then we'll get to the residence, see if we can find your parts, the android parts. I don't think you lost any of yours.
Please.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then shit, where did I pull up the bounty? Where did Dakota Bob want us to drop off this fella?
So there's an actual station around Ceres. What do we think that the station is called? They have a name that is pretty profound by that orbits Titan. It means a lot to the Titanite people, as it is kind of a bridge between the Titanites and the rest of the Sol system. Ceres is kind of centralized. Do you think that there's a name that would match that?
Well, I was told about the drop-off or the stepping stone. I have no idea if that was the station.
Stepping Stone Station? Do we like
That's
that?
what I heard.
I remember it being that too, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Stepping Stone Station, then, is the drop-off point around Ceres.
Wonderful. All right. That's a good thing we got our licenses, isn't it, Peace? Now I can flash that and be like, hey, yeah, we're here for a drop-off. Don't worry that there's a corpse on the scans.
As you say, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that I have found a way to stuff the body into cold storage, and I have made my way back to the bridge.
What do we imagine the fridge looks like? Because the kitchen itself, I actually have an image of that we can bring up here.
Okay.
So, well, my imagination for what Barry might have grabbed as a cold extra fridge, you know those old, like, kind of chromish, you have to lift the handle up and pull out to open up fridges?
The ones that was dangerous that kids would get inside and, like,
exactly one. Yeah,
okay.
The ones that they'd say go in there for a nuke, which was just absolute BS, but that's what you were told. Yeah, those ones. I figured it's kind of like that style of fridge, the spare fridge, the Orange Crush fridge.
Okay.
Compared to in the kitchen, there's probably some semi-modern, normal one.
So
Does it have like
I
orange
picture
neon lights?
I picture this. I picture like me like taking out the Orange Crush soda and like putting the body in there haphazardly and then like stuffing like the Orange Crush in where I can, like, but behind his head in his pocket. And So like that. So he's
horrible
like,
crunching
he's like a
noises.
Christmas tree of orange crush inside this fridge.
God.
There's a horrible crunching noise as Peace like compresses him like a garbage disposal inside the inside the garbage compactor inside the fridge.
Yep. And then I'm like, give it a couple of like shoulder bumps, like.
It takes you a while to close the door.
Right.
It's a good thing it's got a latch, thankfully.
Yep. I would be careful when opening that fridge the next time anyone wants to go in there. I have placed our bounty in there haphazardly at best.
All right. That tracks.
Now, if I may, sir, I would like to retire to the oil shower. I am, well, covered in bounty.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right. Yeah, you
He was
you
uncooperative in entering the fridge, sir.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll work on getting the ship in the cargo bay, and then we'll head. We'll head to his house, so to speak. Hopefully, he's got your pots there.
Yeah, hopefully. So when we get there, are we all gonna go inside?
I might stay here, for the sake of watching Molly.
There may be some dangers still lurking inside. That we
maybe
should probably
drones.
be mindful.
Yeah, sentries. Yeah.
Well, I can take my smart glass, and disable them, and possibly bring them back.
Good call. It's an even better reason for me to stay on the ship because can't have a pilot hurt. It'd be difficult for you to get back.
I can attempt to drive the ship.
Yeah, the attempt is the operating word there.
Oh, that was the idiom. I'm learning.
If that's an idiom, you definitely ain't getting on the helm of this ship.
The ship doesn't have a helm. That's physically required to be worn.
Do you know that word has two meanings?
Does it?
Uh-huh.
Explain.
Helm, front of the cockpit, the place you steer and fly the ship from.
Oh, why? I thought Molly was a female ship. Now you're just giving all kind of parts to it. I don't understand. I thought this wasn't biological.
I think I need some sort of painkiller. I'm getting a wicked headache for no apparent reason.
Orange Crush? Because it crushes your headache? Now I get why you are so...
That actually does sound kind of good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, as I said before, we can start, I don't know, reading the specimens, attaching them to your ship, the reactor specifically.
No.
That's okay. No. I don't think nature asks for permission anyway. All right, so let me go ahead and get ready.
If I find one little organic, I will remove it with prejudice.
Should I tell you about the secretions now or later?
I'm gonna say later.
Okay.
And when you tell me, I'm gonna expect there not to be more added on to whatever you've already done.
No, it's already been done.
Code?
I'm sorry, but the hacking required...
Oh yeah, that weird mouth thing.
Secretions. So secretions actually help me bypass the systems a lot faster. But I failed to mention that there might be breeding elements. They could evaporate.
Yeah, wait, breeding elements?
I think it's time to go. For Lorelai's not feeling well, so I can't really explain much. But it's all positive.
Shall I prepare the grappling hook?
Yeah.
to retrieve the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing, and I invite all of your opinions. As I was washing the bounty off of me, I had a thought, and I would like all of your opinions. Are you ready? Are you looking, everyone? Okay. What do you think?
Oh, very handsome.
I really like it. Can
Excellent.
you do the same for Crash?
Well, he could do the same, but it would take a lot longer.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
I can change my face almost instantaneously, but
kind of look like
I
a
do
private
like
investigator.
for people to get used to certain looks. Do you think
Yeah.
this is a look that you would find pleasing to look upon?
Yeah, why not?
human.
Hey, if you
I
like
watched
it, I don't
several of Barry's mating videos, and I thought all of the men in his videos have this look,
Oh,
so
Are the
they must be
videos-
popular.
that he made himself, or
Oh no,
oh? Can
Other
I see
men.
these mating
Well, at
videos?
least now we know he has a type, right?
care. It's just how the fashion is. It's not necessarily it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, get the grappling hook. We'll end this. We'll move on from this conversation. Why don't you go ahead and grapple that ship? It'd be a good idea so we can get going.
yes sir.
Yeah.
And I head down to wherever the grapple gun controls are. They're probably most anywhere, but
Very interesting.
Go ahead and make a helm roll for me, please. Peace.
okay. Position.
Controlled. Say
Okay.
limited effect.
Okay. And I don't think anybody should stress themselves out about this, but I got a 50-50. Well, actually, I got less than 50 because I got 0 in helm.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Two.
So I think what happens here is you fire the grappling hook, but it's not going well. What do you think happens?
I honestly want to say, like, it's not the first time I've done this, but I want to say there's like a malfunction, like it fails to fire, or it like
Happens to all of us.
yeah.
How
Or
would you know
it-
about this?
It fires, but it won't like the fingers of the grappling like won't close, so it just like hits it and like bounces off.
Oh. Is it supposed to do that?
Sir, that is on me.
Do you need me to take care of that?
Yes, sir. It's I meant to fix the appendages of the grappling arm, and I did not get around to it.
All right.
My
yeah.
apologies, everyone.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Don't worry. I'll hold down this front of the ship until you come back.
Hey, Peace,
Don't
why don't you
worry.
watch?
The button will be secured as well.
Yeah, why don't you swap with me, Peace? How about that?
Wow, I can
Yes,
really
sir.
tell the internals of this ship are old and corroded.
Yeah, they work great.
Is that
That
a
one.
stain?
That's just I have. That's not from mine. Nope, that's not. Mm-mm.
No, that was already there. It looks old.
Yeah. It's crusty.
It wouldn't Clorox out.
Wow. No wonder the ship is bad. I mean, not bad, but having troubles.
You should be nice
Hey,
to Molly.
Peace, if the
I
helm
am.
decompresses, I won't mind while I'm back here.
Emergency
Talking about
eject
it.
seat activated, sir, or standing by. I look at code,
Oh,
and I wink. Just
don't worry. I'm only here for your benefit.
That's comforting.
Harry.
I'd
Alright.
pull in the grappling hook and inspect the, grapple bit.
It's a
Potentially.
magnet, basically, with one of those like claw game claws on it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like a big disc magnet, kind of like in the center, and it's pretty big. Like that part of the grappling hook is very heavy, and there's some propulsion that blasted out, probably some like CO2 canister or something that just launches it outwards. And then there's just this, probably this like metal line that attaches to it, thick, like metal cable that attaches to it. It's a bit rusty, and the actual magnet part is fairly corroded, but you keep it in relatively okay shape. You can see that the wire has gotten a bit tangled. You know that it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to sort that out. Worse than Christmas tree lights.
Ugh. All right. Well, my intention was to fix this and then fire it again. I could use rig.
You do have the other grappling hook.
I do have the other one. Yeah, that's fair. I'll grab that and inspect it before I untangle this mess.
Okay. The other one seems fine to use. Doesn't appear to have any hitches in it or anything.
All right. I'll give it a go and see if I can get this into the other cargo bay then.
Okay. Are you... You're aiming this at the cargo bay, or are you aiming this at the ship?
The ship. I want to get it on the ship so that we can potentially get it closer and get it into the cargo bay.
Sure. So your ship doesn't really have a cargo bay per se. You have an area below the ship where the mining pods were to collect ore for the original purpose of this ship. You've converted that into a sort of brig area.
Right.
And there's some little bits of storage down there, but you don't really have a cargo bay per se. You do have an attachment. You could actually have a personal size ship attached to the bottom of the ship, but not really a cargo bay.
Right. Okay. But I can attach it there. That's good enough.
And we can just tow it behind us because there's no dragon space.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'll get that grappled and attach the ship then.
Okay.
All right.
Make a helm roll. Yep.
All right. Come on, give me something good. What's our position here?
Controlled and limited.
All right. How in the damn hell? All right, no. I'm gonna try that again and take a risky position.
Okay.
I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I think when you push the button, there's like a horrible noise that happens that immediately alerts you that there is some kind of problem, and maybe you do a little percussive maintenance to try it again.
Oh, I absolutely grab a spanner and kind of give it a whack. All right. Give it a few hits.
Oh.
Seriously? Jesus Christ.
What in the actual hell?
What's taking him so long?
I don't know.
Sometimes our ship needs a little percussive repairing.
But I thought he loved her.
Oh, sometimes you strike people you love. I learned that in the mating videos that I saw.
Oh, interesting.
God damn.
What happens? What happens, Crash?
I feel like the whole thing just like jams entirely after hearing that noise. It just doesn't even go.
It's just like a horrible like.
Oh,
Is he killing Molly?
that sounds like it.
No.
I
It sounds to me as if there is a problem with the pneumatic drivers and or electronics. It's an old ship and it is in need of much repair. So I
haven't
will
said this-
go down and see if I can help.
Why don't you stay here and I'll go? I am, on my planet, the equivalent of what you call an mechanic engineer.
Perhaps it's better if you go. I'll watch the place where the pilot sits.
Oh, maybe it's better if you go then. Okay, I'll go. Let me ask if it's okay. Isn't that the right thing to do?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mr. Mating Videos, this is, code. Over. I always want to say that. You say over, right? I heard that you're abusing Molly. And with that, you need someone's tender, loving care. That's right, niece. Because we love her. I can give the correct percussive maintenance to the hook holes and help you with, your issue. I'm trying, okay? I don't get it.
No, you're doing great. You're doing
Alright, great. So I thought I'd ask...
Sir, he wants to come down and help you. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was about to ask what the goddamn hell he was talking about. Yeah, I could use another pair of hands. Fuck it.
Well, you said to do what?
No.
Oh,
Ignore that
Okay.
last part
alright.
and just head down to the grappling controls.
Oh, that was permission to go. Great. Okay, I will go and
Fuck it.
Yes, you may take fuck it anytime Barry says it as an affirmative.
Sounds good. All right, here we go. And I head down to Barry.
Yeah, so inside the side turrets of Molly, it's kind of like where the airlock area is. It's right next to like where the engineer area is, and you have to go through a few doors. The actual like area where the grappling hooks are is kind of like an airlock. When it's fully activated, it does get exposed to vacuum or to the atmosphere. So Barry, you probably would have like a suit and a helmet on or whatever to go there.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's open this baby up.
Yeah, it's a little rusty, and it's kind of the part of the problem. I've got some solvent I'm already pulling out.
Let me analyze the situation here. Hold on. Oh my.
Hey, you got one of them newfangled ones, eh?
What?
You got one of them newfangled. I just got.
Yeah. So, this can see a lot. And I would like to know, what was the monster that put together this ship? Because these parts are... Might as well just use, the equivalent of glue? Because this is...
I mean, there was some glue involved at one point to seal up one of the breaches, but, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. And this welding job looks like an amateur did it. Yeah.
Now, that one admittedly was my sister, so next word that comes out of your mouth will not be a word anymore.
Oh. I don't want to get vexed. Alright, give me 1 second.
That was
I'm
wise.
gonna stick my rig inside. Are you okay with that?
Is it gonna leave more secretions?
That's... if it works. It works.
Right. You're gonna clean up after yourself.
They should dissolve after about 3 hours.
No, that wasn't a question. You're gonna clean up after yourself.
Yeah,
If you're helping,
absolutely.
you clean.
I can do that.
Good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, go ahead and plug it in.
Alrighty. Close your eyes or watch. Up to you. It ain't gonna be pretty. Is that cozy? I pull these long, tentacle-like appendages from my rig pack. And it has tubing. And it allows all the rest of the populated slugs to insert themselves. Now, you see, the whole process is to have the male and female, well, they switch roles quite often, as you see, let them multiply inside the machine. It creates
Sir,
lubricant.
I'm sorry to interrupt your repair work, sir.
Yeah.
Code, or sir, are either of you messing with the engines at all? It seems like they're, well, revving up and unrevving in a rhythmic fashion.
That's just part of the process, don't worry. It's just a biological side of some.
Never mind.
Yeah? Uh-huh. I can give you a... Whoa. There it is. I can give you a demonstration.
No, I'd rather not you demonstrate anything. Just fix it and get that thing unplugged. I don't feel comfortable.
I need one of your appendages, please. I need you to take your hand and stick it inside that one right there until it clicks. Hurry! Before they mate!
What in the...
Looks at his gloved hand.
Yeah, right there.
Just
It's okay,
pokes
they
and
don't
tries to turn whatever switch is here.
Alrighty. Okay, rig is... Yep, that's the sound of success. You ready? I just need you to hold that until we make the final push. Now, I'm gonna use my rig.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a rig roll, and you. This is a controlled position, limited effect. I'm going to say since you are working together, would you like to spend any stress to help Crash?
No, I'm already too stressed from all of this.
All
Ash
right.
is very calm right now with him crawling with his arms. 1 second. Alrighty. What's my effect?
Limited.
Limited.
Yeah, controlled and
And
limited.
bonus die is already calculated, correct?
Correct. You have no bonus die. Okay. So, this is a partial success. What do you think happens?
Oh. I told Barry to hold it, but he is completely grossed out, apparently. He just never was introduced to biological matter as such. When the pointy end started to, I don't know, raise against the skin, and they confused themselves with his hand and the mechanical parts. And probably he pulled his hand back a little too soon. Well,
Did it work?
one worked. The other one, not salvageable at the moment. But when we get back to the station, I can possibly call inside and fix it.
Yeah, I can fix it. I don't. Because, yeah, you said this would work perfect, and you're already...
Well, it takes time to introduce biological matter to mechanical parts, and you said not to do it, but I did it anyway. Sorry, but this fixes it 10 times faster. Once they do multiply inside, we'll be okay. But it takes time.
And then they go away, right?
Eventually, yes. Just like anything else.
How long is eventually in your mind?
So, let's just go ahead and pull these parts, and, we
Yeah, it looks
should
like we're
be
gonna
good
be doing a nice old detox of the ship soon, okay?
Don't do that. Don't introduce any chemical to biological matter type.
Good old bug bomb might be in order.
That's not a good idea. I swear that might be good.
Yeah, I think I got a few in storage I can pull out here after we delouse.
Oh, look, it's working.
Oh, good, it's working.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and just...
You see that the grappling hook is functional again.
All right.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Sure.
What is my position?
So this is another helm roll. This is controlled and limited.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say you've got one bonus die. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel bad for you.
What, from my 2-1 and then 1-2?
This is a pity die.
I will take a pity die. I have no shame. Partial success. Fuck me. I got the 1 and 2 are there again. No! Why?
Be gentle.
Oh, these rolls are so bad.
Why?
So, a partial success.
Yeah.
So you definitely hit the ship, but it's a partial success. What do you think happens?
Yeah. I don't think I'm able to secure it to the bottom. We're gonna have to tow it, which means we're gonna have to go a little slower and safer.
Yeah. It's just kind of like an awkward grapple where you hit the ship. It's probably on a piece of the ship that's not entirely stable. So you know that you're. You
gotta go slow. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but you do begin to hook the ship, and there's this industrial like whine of the grappling hook sort of like retracting.
All right. Good enough.
Great. So our next step is to get over there, huh? You mind if I take someone with me?
Yeah, you can. You two, you Titans can go check it out. These could join you. Potentially, he might be able to find and scan pots, and I can stay here and keep an eye on the ship.
Yeah, and Alora, please.
Oh, right. Yeah, how's she doing?
I begin walking back toward the helm.
Yeah, so you gotta like climb up the ladder, head through the crew area in the kitchen. You could probably just hear Alora retching like in the background. Maybe you can even like see her feet like they're visible or whatever through the door. You probably have some like rudimentary curtain to go across the door. The bathroom is very small. It's basically a shoilet. It has a toilet that pops out from the wall, and a shower that pops out from the wall, as well as like a sink that pops out from the wall. So you cannot you push all those pieces back in when you're done. They go into recessed panels, but you've got some like shower curtain or something like covering the transparent door in the front there. You can see Alora's feet just dangling. You just hear some like.
Yeah.
And I wondered how something like that could be pleasurable, but then I kept watching, and the partner was asking for more and more and more, and it was fascinating watching this mating ritual to its completion. And believe it or not, the mating ritual was not for procreation, apparently.
Really?
No.
Why then?
I shall endeavor to understand as well.
Strange.
How did it go, Barry?
It's fine. It worked. We got it grappled. We can tow it slowly. It's not exactly the most stable ship. And then we can make our way. I figured you three could probably hop onto the home. You might be able to scan for pots easier. And I'll hold down the fort.
I shall put the grappling hook on my honeydew list. Is that correct?
I'll get it. I'll take care of it.
To do? Is that what you meant? To do?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, to do.
Yeah.
Honeydew. It's a term of endearment. Honeydew this. Honeydew that.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. It's an old saying.
Crash, do you call peace honey?
That's his new code name.
Well, at one point I did for a joke, and then it kind of stuck and never left.
Oh.
He was very intoxicated.
Listen, sometimes when you have a little too much synthol, it hits right. Is that the right word?
It's right.
Sir, I assure you, I
using-
took no offense at the time, and I take no offense now.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's fine.
Shall we suit up?
Yeah, you should all suit up. I'll and I start getting the ship oriented to go toward the habitat.
Well, Eden, I made a special, it goes over your face, but it's translucent, but it'll be there, and you can breathe normally out in space.
Thanks, Code.
Huh? Also, hold your arm out.
Huh?
There you go, let it bite you. There it is. All right.
Ow!
Thank you. All right, and here's that.
What the?
Ow! What?
You just infect her?
Wear that.
That wasn't a no, Peace.
What is this thing?
I can't really explain it, but Lorelai will be able to explain it when she's done.
No.
Sir, if I may, and I kind of like, beckon him over to the side. Whatever code has been doing when interfacing with Molly has very slightly, I think, made Molly run more smoothly.
I do not want that to be repeated or heard.
That's why I pulled you aside, sir. I wasn't sure how you'd react, but
Poorly
Molly seems
is the
to
good
be
answer.
happier.
Yeah, it's a basic shackled AI piece. It shouldn't have that, as you're aware.
I know it confounds me as well, sir.
Yeah,
I just thought
maybe
you should know.
keep
that
an eye on that,
if
because I don't
Code
really.
wants to interface more, I believe you should let him.
We're gonna have to figure out a system, because if he does this shit, do you see that? Pointing at the stain on the car. that right there, like.
Well, I've read if you truly love something, you want them to be happy no matter what. So, there's that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that in this moment when I see drippings happening on my dash.
Very well, sir. I shall keep it to myself.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated. There.
All right, are we ready, everyone?
So don't worry
I'm
about
ready
it.
to go snooping.
Great. That should heal in about, I don't know, equivalent of 5 seconds. Yeah, there we go. So it's good. All right, great.
I'll meet you at the airlock.
Yeah, Peace. Standard roundup of treasures.
Yes, sir. I shall look for anything valuable and pocket them.
If you happen to see anything, he kind of reaches up and taps his fuzzy dice. Anything decorative, you let me
Yeah,
know.
we'll steal a bunch of shit for you.
That would be fine too, but he's dead, so it's not theft anymore.
Actually, it's not stealing unless you're caught in the act of it. It's just borrowing. I can put it back
Right,
in
but
the universe.
I mean, then there's the
Using it.
estate. Maybe he has kids or something, and maybe those kids would want. But anyway, we'll
wouldn't worry about it.
nab some things. Yeah, sounds good.
Galactic laws are a gray area at best when it comes to grave robbing.
There's a code to it.
Huh?
No, there's a
What do you want me to do to it?
There's a crash to it. No,
Oh, it's one of those.
piece to
All
it.
right, y'all have fun. Shit.
And I present the airlock door to them as like after you.
All right,
Here we go. First
go on, Code. And I push him.
I hit the button.
The airlock opens. Now, before we continue, I want you all to please look at your character sheets. You'll notice that on your character sheets you have your items, and I would like to know how you are gearing yourselves up for this moment. You have the option of going light, normal, or heavy with your items, and if you go light, that means you can bring 3 items with you. Normal is 5 and 6 is heavy. Now, since you will be in vacuum, you will most likely need a space suit, with the exception of, well, actually, Peace, you'd still probably need you would need something to propel yourself, so
Yeah.
we can count that. Basically, we can count that as you setting that up. Whoops, I'm sorry. For 0 G's.
Yeah.
So the space
Sounds
suit,
good.
I believe the spacesuit has 2 slots to take up of that.
Oh, you have to do both?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Yep.
Well, my vision enhancing goggles and smart glass are the same thing. I'll just count one of them. I'll be taking my small drone, my not fully procured genius pet, because very limited at the moment, and my vision enhancing
Goggle.
marvelous.
Okay. So just be aware.
Spacesuit.
Yes. So just be aware. You can select at the top there what load you are using. So I think for you, Code, that would be 5.
No, light. The smart drone and the genius pet are.
Oh yes, they are. Yes, they do not count for your load because you have some special bullshit as a mechanic. Anything that is in italics counts as something that you do not have to count towards your load. All right. Are you all set? Is everybody good? for this?
Would my chips count as italics even though they're not?
No, they would not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they would be, because it's something that you kind of like have to install. So I think that like takes you time to do, and just for this, for the sake of integration here, we're gonna say that that will count towards your load if you want to do that.
Okay. I'll be going normal and taking my my little fine weapon, the hilted one, the spacesuit, and some spy gear with my illicit drugs as well, because those are italicized.
All right. Okay. So, into the vacuum of space, you begin to head. Did you have a question, Peace?
No, I'm figuring out which chip I have to drop.
Yeah,
Because
you have to
let's see,
choose
2,
one of them.
3, 4, 5. Because spacesuit, communicator, and repair tools make up 4, and then I got 2 chips, which are 5 and 6. So I want a normal load.
Yeah, and the way that it works in this game is kind of what you'd imagine.
Okay.
If you have a light load of items, that you're traveling really light. It's like you basically just have like clothes on, and like, you know, you're trying to keep a low profile. If you say take a heavy load of items, you're like geared the fuck up. It's like fucking huge armor, and like it's clunky, and it's not particularly very stealthy.
Gotcha.
So in those cases, you might get benefits to your rolls. You might get like bonus dice and stuff.
Right, yeah. With my Kung Fu chip, I get -2 study, +1 scrap. And I think scrap would be beneficial here.
Alrighty. Scrap in this case, in this game, is basically fighting, by the way, just so you're clear on that.
Oh, right. Okay. I was wondering why that was in Kung Fu chip. I forgot that's not. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I will replace that then with the engineering chip, which gives me +1 rig. Rig is like scrap, right?
Yeah, it's physical, like it's like working with mechanical things in
Gotcha.
general.
Yep. Okay.
I do have a question. I am, if I wanted to take my fine hacking rig, that would be at 4. Do I automatically go up to 5, or do I stay at light?
It rounds up.
Okay. If it rounds up, I might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah, take another thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you bring these items with you and the situation calls for it, remind me of those things, and you might get bonus dice.
Hacking tools. Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So, the 3 party members head out of the airlock and through space. That sort of silent void greets you as you begin to exit the ship. And ahead of you, you can see the domicile that you would assume to belong to Landry Sherman ahead of you. It's fairly simple. It's the equivalent of like a small like ranch house that is sort of probably various metallic box-like shapes are attached to this asteroid. And you can see that there's probably like a mooring or some kind of landing pad that's been constructed next to the house where the prospector miner was previously, before Landry decided to try and make his escape. You propel yourselves towards the domicile, little jets of air being blown out behind you. Again, this is kind of like rectangular in shape, attached to the asteroid. There's a few like lights that are flashing to help you maybe see the outline of where this space is. A few antennas are kind of like protruding from the rectangle here. There's also a few around the asteroid as well. You can see maybe a few like satellite dishes kind of positioned around the asteroid. There appears to be the equivalent of like an airlock. Is that where you are heading? The area that the ship collided with appears to be like one of the outer portions of the domicile. You can see the there's some of it was vented to vacuum.
If we spread out our search, I believe we can get this finished more quickly. Keep in mind, Barry and myself, admittedly, would like you to keep an eye out for any sort of valuable, anything we can sell, anything that would improve the ship, and that being kitsch. Like the fuzzy dice. Anything that Barry could put on his dashboard.
Okay.
I will start my search at where most of the damage is. Seems like it might be the most dangerous place, and I would like to spare you that if I could. I suggest you two start with the airlock and then split from there.
Alright. You good to go, Code?
Yeah, let's go.
So, Peace begins to head to this damaged area. Code, you and Eden are heading towards the airlock. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Peace, it's going to take you a little bit longer from your position to get to that area, to the damaged area. Code, you and Eden arrive first at the airlock. You can see that there is a panel next to the airlock for some kind of electronic entry, probably a number pad.
Don't worry. Fine. If you don't mind, I could, take care of this.
Sounds good. Get to it.
Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna hack.
Okay. Are you using your hacking rig?
I have hacking rig and hacking tools on me. This is just a panel. I think I can use my hacking tools along with my ability.
Okay.
Does it? I'm assuming those two don't stack.
No, I think that they will.
Oh, then I'll use all of it.
What else is the reason to have it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm plugging everything inside this. You know,
Okay.
if this guy was, seemed like he was prepared, you know, I wouldn't want to set off wardrobes.
I will say that it takes you longer to set everything up. It's because you're just pulling out more shit, basically. So you're gonna, you see Code, like, start to undo, like, various clasps and things attached to the suit, pulling out various bits of the rig here and attaching them to this panel. There's little bits that you kind of like have to unscrew and pull apart, and
Hold this, please.
Oh, okay.
you start to plug in various wires and things into this. Because of that, I think that Peace, you're going to arrive at the damaged area of the domicile first, before this is hacked. Arriving, Peace, you can see various bits of shrapnel sort of like floating away from the from this damaged area. There's a big enough hole for you to fly through if you wanted to. There's some wires and things that are kind of like hanging down, like various lights and sparking things. From what you can tell beyond, it looked like this was some kind of kitchen area.
Okay. I'll keep searching. Now, I'm not sure if like scanning, like how does that work?
So
like, would I have a built-in scanner, or would I have like a scanner gun?
So I imagine that would require some kind of an item or something.
Okay. Okay.
So I think for now, this would just be like a visual kind of scan more than anything. I don't think you really have any sort of like tricorder equivalent device to use here.
Gotcha. Then I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'll just like, look at shit, move shit.
Yeah.
And make my way into the hole that we created with the with our bounty ship.
The kitchen is a mess. It's a gross kitchen. There's plates and things that are kind of like floating about now that the damage has been done. Several of them are kind of like broken. It's part of the shrapnel that you're floating past. There's some metal containers and things that are flying past. You see some indescribable foodstuffs just kind of floating past. The refrigerator looks like it was damaged as part of this bit of the house that was destroyed. Some unknown meatloaf-like stuff just kind of like plops on the wall nearby as the gravity is kind of like intermittent. Probably as soon as you like float in, there's like partial gravity for a second, like your boot touches the ground and just like clomps really quickly, and then you start to like float again.
Okay.
But looking around, it looks kind of just like a kitchen. A really gross one with lots of dishes that are obviously not clean. A lot of takeout containers. You can see the Ready-O logo on a bunch of those.
Okay.
A lot of like 1 cup ramen type containers. Lots of like shitty chopsticks floating around.
Okay. Any sort of items that, like a bobblehead or anything like that for Barry?
There's some refrigerator magnets that are there. I imagine there's a few that look like there's probably some like sexy refrigerator magnets. They're just like in the shapes of like alien creatures. There's like some lewd like Titanite like sexy refrigerator magnets.
Okay. I'll leave the Titanite ones because I don't want to offend our companions, our new companions here. So I'll leave those ones, but I'll take the other ones and put them in my pack.
Yeah, they're like shitty and plastic, and they just have a crappy little magnet on the back.
Yeah, like I picture one of them being like just an advertisement for like series or whatever. It says "Wish you were here," and it shows like like a scene, like a postcard.
It's just a fucking like dead asteroid belt.
Yeah,
and Ceres
exactly.
is a rock. Basically, just so you know, Ceres has like a lot of water on it, so it is mined for like ice, basically. So there are like giant like ice farms, and there are cargo haulers that are just hauling giant blocks of ice off of the planet for fresh water for people. But yeah, it looks kind of gray.
It says like it says something like it's just a rectangular magnet that says like visit Ceres, ice weather we're having.
Oh god.
Boo. Boo.
Hey, I didn't come up with it. The magnet did.
It's probably a secondary magnet. It's like right below it. So yeah, there's probably some just like a really shitty snacks. You definitely see some Orange Crush.
Okay. If I have room, like I'll put a can of soda in my pack for Barry. And I'm sure, like, since it's been exposed to like the ice vacuum of space, it's like just a solid like can of things. It's just ice ball inside of the soda can. So I put it in the pack, and then I make my way. Like, if there's nothing valuable that I can see in the kitchen, I'll look for like the exit portal.
Yeah. There's like bulkheads that close in case of any sort of atmospheric leak, and you could probably see there's like flashing red lights around the door portal, like where the bulkhead is closed there.
Code, if you have a minute, or if you have time, if you could take a look at the artificial gravity and see if there's anything that could be done, because it's intermittent where I am, and it would be beneficial if I could consistently set my feet on the ground, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I am almost done here, and when I get inside, I will officially look for that for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I continue my search.
Yes. Do you continue through the portal, or do you stay in the kitchen?
It doesn't look like the kitchen's going to be very promising as far as valuables or I mean, the valuables stretch a wide range of things, not only like, gold and jewels, so to speak, but also like
there is
intel.
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think. All right, so let's make a roll for this then.
Okay.
I think I would like. Let's have you. I think in this case you can make a study roll.
Okay. Position.
Let's say this is controlled, and this is standard effect.
Okay.
All right.
Nada.
Yeah. You look around. There's not much here. This is just kind of a really gross kitchen. There's no notes or anything on the refrigerator. It's kind of a smallish...
No kids' drawings.
Yeah. There's just kind of like a just a dirty, gross kitchen that needed some serious cleaning and will not receive it.
Okay.
Well,
then I make my way to the. Okay, that's fine. I make my way to the door whenever, and you can switch scenes if you like.
Yeah, we're gonna switch on back to Code and Eden. Code. You've gotten your hacking tools all sorted out by now. You're at the control panel. Everything's hooked up. You can go ahead and make a hacking roll, and you have 2 bonus dice. This will be a risky position. Effect is standard.
Alright. Aiden. Get behind me. I don't know what's about to happen when I press this.
Oh, wow!
Sorry, what?
There is the roll that everyone's been looking for tonight. That is like a double crit. So Code, I'm going to let you describe how this happens and what really happens here, but the gist of it is you enter this domicile, you bypass any security warnings or any sort of alerts that were tied in with this door. You find them and you stop them from going off. So what do you think happens when you open up this door?
When I open up the door, welcomes me. As him? What?
As you open up the door, you hear the communicator go off as the airlock opens up, and you can see that you are recognized as Landry Sherman on your control panel of your hacking tools.
Your domicile belongs to me. Oh, what? Here. Nothing. Can come in. It's, safe, as they say.
Okay. Alright, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Step in, and I will close this behind us. Come on.
I don't know why that just happened, but as you enter the scene here, no, that's still not working. I'm so sorry. Let's try this again. No, that's not working. I don't know why that's broken. Let's try this one.
What? Okay. Welcome, Landry Sherman.
A sexy voice greets you as you enter.
Nice. I think what I'm gonna do, instead of responding, I'm gonna type a response and it'll play back in his voice. Alright, here we go. Hello, I am here. Your master has returned. Sounds like something he was saying.
Thank you, Master. The door is open for you.
Oh, I don't think I want to leave at this point. Alright. So, I did my job. Now it's time for you to, do yours.
Let's do a little bit of searching, yeah?
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna go look for a monitor of some sort, or anything else that I can get into here, because I see a lot more on my smart glass than I think you intended me. What? Oh, what's that image? What? No.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I have to take a bit. That was disturbing in many ways. I didn't know they were capable of.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Code, you recognize that there were many security protocols that were attached to entering through the airlock that you disabled. You can see that they were tied to some kind of general security system for the domicile, as well as some hidden security systems for the domicile. So it's a good thing that you whipped out all the hacking tools, because you managed to find all of them.
Did I unlock any locks that were currently locked?
Absolutely. You made your way into the airlock, both of you, and the airlock is pressurizing and cycling, allowing you entry into the actual domicile proper.
One more thing. I'm gonna press the button for gravity, because Peace asked me to, and I like peace.
That's a different system. I don't think you would have access to that from that door.
Oh, then I'm going to be over here at this monitor trying to get access to their system while she searches.
No, I don't think you have access to it from here. It has to be it has to be something, maybe some kind of system inside the actual domicile, but not from outside.
Well, even if you see anything that looks, I don't know, promising for me to get into, please let me know, because Peace had a request, and I want to fulfill it.
Okay. Do you want to help me search, or do you want to take it easy for now?
Are we completely pressurized in here?
The airlock has now cycled. You see a just a notification pop up.
Okay. Alright, we can take these off now.
Okay. Well, alright. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll help you as much as I can.
Alrighty. I'm gonna start looking around, trying to see if we can find any parts, any monitors like he was talking about, any fun things that we can grab for Crash and Molly.
Yes. Walking into the first room, immediately past the airlock, you can see all kinds of junk everywhere. It is a hoarder's paradise in here. There is a funky atmosphere here. I don't know if you've both taken off of your helmets. I don't know how subject Titanites are to smells. I imagine probably not very. I imagine your other senses are heightened as a Titanite. Probably a sensitivity to light and in your hearing and taste and touch. But your smells probably aren't great. If they were, this place would be funky. But upon entering, you can see all kinds of wires and gadgets and all sorts of various mechanical things in various states all over the place. There's grease stains and sort of clothes and things tossed about. The place is an absolute mess. But you are going to look through it all, yes?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a study roll for me, please, Eden.
Okay. What's our position?
First of all, are you helping at all, Code, or are you just kind of doing your own thing?
I'm going to support Eden in this search. This is important.
Okay, so you can take 1 stress code to help Eden. All right. And Eden, this will be you have lowered this to a controlled position, I believe. The effect will be great, however. This is one of the most favorable possible situations for you at the moment because of some wonderful
And that's 1 bonus
hacking.
die.
Yes, this is 1 bonus dice. Oh, wow. Okay. Another success. Eden, what were you looking for here?
Well, I'm looking for the parts mostly because that's our mission. I kind of wanted to see if I could find something neat for Molly and for Crash too, because I feel bad about what happened. Those would be the things in particular, but anything that really kind of stands out to me, right? I've got a little bit of a nose for artifacts, things like that as well.
Absolutely. I think it's going to take you a little time to do this, but you find a few things. First off, you find what appears to be Landry's workstation. There's a computer there. There appears to be an area, like a small area to work on drones. There is probably a bunch of various data sticks that are about. Labeled strange things like going deep in space. Probably another one that's labeled too many Titanites. There's probably another one that is labeled Mustache Rides 4.
Wow.
What was that? Sorry, did you say? Sorry, just kidding.
Sorry, I didn't mean to read these out loud. I think they might be something along the same vein of what you were kind of looking into with Crash's stuff, so maybe that'll help your research.
Riding a Mustang. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's beyond my Alright, well, grab the one about Titanites. Maybe we can learn more. Let's see what he knows about us, because I'm...
Oh, we'll grab them all. Why not?
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's like a little shitty plastic container that's just full of like a bunch of these data sticks.
Perfect. I'll slip it under my arm.
It's a little sticky for some reason.
Oh! Whack! But look at the workstation.
Oh.
Can this be helpful?
Oh yeah. Do I see drone parts everywhere?
Yes.
I'm glad I brought this, and I'll just dump it out, and I'm gonna start putting stuff in my bag.
You just start swiping stuff, sure.
Oh, look at this, baby. Well, how did he get this? Thought this was illegal. Oh.
And I think...
And there is a computer.
Yeah, I think, Code, as you're, like, finding some of these drone parts, you can actually see, like, some of them were rigged in some ways to activate, depending on, how the airlock was opened. You probably find, like, a few electronic connections to some of these, some transmitters and receivers and things.
Oh. Lucky
And do
I
these
did what I
parts look
did.
specifically like they would be belonging to those drones themselves, or do they look like they may have been repurposed from, like, androids, for example? Because that's what we're looking for.
I would like a roll from you, Code. Unless you think you understand this stuff, Eden.
Hell
Do you
no.
have any rig for your character?
Code, does any of this look familiar to you? Because I don't know if these parts are big enough.
Well, these aren't. But the ones that are rigged, there's something called a finger trigger, and it looks like a finger.
Code, make a rig check. If you would like to help Eden, you can take a stress here.
You know what? I will, because we are in a safe position, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
You get the bonus.
So, this is not a hack, Code. So
Yeah.
I think you're just gonna get one bonus die here. This is a... this is a tough one. This is a desperate position, and the effect could be great.
Would spy gear help us in any way, shape, or form in this situation? Like, maybe there's some sort of, like, a scanner or something? A database type deal? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know what they imply with
smart
spy gear.
glass.
I think that I'm going to give that one to you, Eden, since you have this thing. I imagine that there's some kind of communication scanner of some kind that you have there in the spy gear. So we'll say that you get an additional bonus die for this. So 2 bonus die.
Try that.
Oh, interesting. Primitive, but interesting. And that's
Stole it from the lab.
oh,
This is a rig.
3. 4 die? 4.
You get 2 bonus dice.
Oh, yes. Correct. All right. Oh.
Okay. What a great question you asked, Eden. Because you're noticing that there are some android parts here as well. And Code, as you're looking through and you begin to analyze what was happening here, you notice that some work was being done to these android parts. It looks like some of the drone parts, some of the various receivers and transmitters that are used to connect with these drones remotely and activate them were being implanted into the android parts, allowing for some sort of remote operation.
Let me take a deeper look in this. Can you hold this? Put this over here.
Yeah, hold it steady.
Oh, what a monster. Oh my. It's glad that we came here. You know what? I'm not even upset that he got vexed.
What was he doing?
He was implanting these parts in android parts and possibly putting them back on the market, and then maybe even pull a trigger and something might happen. A bigger operation than what we thought he was doing. He's a very naughty guy.
Well, then what if he already has some of them that are in circulation at the moment?
Oh, that's a possibility. We probably need to check his records. I do see that there is a monitor here.
Yeah.
Possibly get into it. But first, let's secure the parts. Let me make sure everything... Oh, you tricky person. Look what you... Yeah. If I didn't bypass these systems, we would have found out what these puppies can do. But they're not actual puppies. I've been practicing. I read that in a book once. You say something, but it really not something, but it can be something at the same time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Great.
Yeah.
Alright, great. Okay. Secured these parts? Now where's our monitor?
Did we by any chance see because Eden had that vision of one of the drones that looked like a spider. Did we see that anywhere?
You're looking for the same thing? You're just looking for
or
like
something,
like one that's just there on the ground or something?
Like in our encounter at all, like have we come across like any drones that were powered down, anything like that that may resemble that one?
You would have definitely seen pieces. You didn't see any whole ones.
But in my vision, it was whole?
In your vision?
Oh.
What do you mean in your vision?
When we were talking to that one guy and we used the touch?
You definitely saw them in your vision. You don't see them here.
Okay. And in that vision, I'm sorry to like keep pulling on this. Was it did I see any of like the surrounding area? Like, did it look familiar, or did it look like it was inside this place, or did it look like any familiar walls, anything like that? Kind of like how we remember the restaurant?
Yeah, this place definitely, you got flashes of this area that you're in. Again, it's not a huge house or anything. It's the equivalent of like a ranch style home, like one floor. Not a terribly huge square footage to this place. You know, probably like 700 to 800 square feet. So it's not particularly huge or anything. And you remember some flashes of this place, but you also remember some other flashes. Definitely some other room.
Okay.
But for all intents and purposes, there's kind of like, from what you saw, this one open room, at least from just looking around now, there was this one open room. And there were probably 2 doors off of the side. And again, they're sealed, like they're bulkheads, you know, so they're closed.
Okay. All right, you're taking a look at his workstation here?
So, yeah, I want to get into this. This could be what was powering the drones, and maybe something else.
We're gonna switch scenes back to Peace real quick. Peace. Are you just waiting on the gravity here, or do you get more investigative?
No, I'm not waiting for the gravity because there's a chance it might not ever turn on. Mm-hmm. It's beyond repair, so I keep going, doing my best to, handle the intermittent gravity.
Sure. So, do you stay in the kitchen or do you go through the portal?
Go through the portal.
Okay. So there's that moment where you have to like hit the switch to open the portal, and there's warnings that go off, letting you know like that the atmosphere has been compromised here, and like there's going to be some kind of decompression as soon as you open the door, right? And the atmosphere is going to rush out towards you.
Right. So the shit is going to fly out.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it'll get vented. It's not like going to explode or anything, because there's definitely not that much atmosphere here. But
right. I'm just wondering if there's a way that I could just open the door slightly to prevent the debris, like most of the bulky debris, from coming like straight out and into space. So like the equivalent of opening the door a crack.
Sure. I don't think you have to make a roll for that. Okay. But the gist of it is the door is going to probably give you a little bit of trouble. So when you open the door, you're sort of like pushed back for a moment. as you struggle to make your way past. Inside the domicile, Code and Eden, you can probably like hear the change in pressure. There's probably some like thunking and stuff. It's not like your ears pop or anything. The bulkheads seal the doors, but you would hear something in the distance, a little bit of like crashing. And Peace makes it through the other side. You close the door.
Yeah.
Other various little blips sort of going off.
Is there a can I don't know, I'm not sure like science wise how this works, but I have taken the pressure out of this particular room. I've closed the door behind me. Can I like repressurize this room?
I would imagine
so
that
the next room I go in doesn't decompress as well.
Yeah, I imagine it does that automatically because of the bulkheads here. This
cool.
house is set up to be, built on an asteroid, so it's self-contained. If there's any, leaks in the atmosphere or whatever, it's probably there's atmospherics that are running through the various rooms.
Okay.
So yeah, there's probably some kind of readout or something on the door, that lets you know that it's being repressurized slowly. You see percentage ticking up.
Okay. Where do I find myself?
There is a hallway here, a short one, with two other doors. One on the left, one on the right. There is like a bunch of laundry just kind of like tossed onto the side that's just kind of laying on the floor. A few gross pairs of underwear just kind of hanging out. They're definitely BVDs.
Like, since we haven't fixed the gravity yet, I'm assuming like it'll like the gravity the gravity is working right now, and then when it comes up, like the BVDs just like float up like right in my face, just move them aside.
Yep. And yeah, so there's two doors on either side. There's one on the left, one on the right.
Okay, is there any sort of like screen, some map readout, like tell me which way is which?
Nope.
Okay.
Just kind of like a plain hallway with clothes thrown about.
Then I will go like whatever the furthest away from them, so I can search the widest area.
Sure. That will be the one on the right.
Okay. Then I take the right path.
Sure. You head through the right path, and the bulkhead opens, and as it does, ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a storage area. You can see various crates and things. It is about, say, 10 feet by 10 feet or so, and there's a bunch of crates, sort of, stackable kinds of like storage crates that you might see as cargo on a ship. And you can see that there is also something moving amongst the crates. And that is where we're going to take our break. We'll be back.
I come in peace.
We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces. It appears our bot. Oh, there we go. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces, and go follow our cast in all the places. Please give them a follow. Followers are free. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these wonderful people. And make sure you're following us here on Tablestory. Tablestory on Twitch, YouTube, @atablestory on Twitter. And check out our Patreon, tablestory.tv/pledge. Just put some wallpapers up for 100 Club on there. And there will be some more coming in the next week or two. Thank you so much for joining us thus far. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more 100 Club. As you investigate around this room piece, you see something moving. There is a silhouette of some kind of long, strangely shaped thing moving about the crates. The light flickers, and you see what appears to be something that I don't know if you've ever seen before. But it makes a strange noise.
Is it a cat?
It is, in fact, a cat.
Oh my god, okay. Oh. Hello.
It brushes up between your legs and begins to bonk you in the shins.
Now, be it that I've never seen one, but would I like have knowledge? I would have knowledge of cats, right?
That's up to you.
It seems like a basic thing. Like, are they extinct or something?
I imagine extremely rare.
Okay.
Probably on Mars.
Okay. Oh. Does it have a collar?
It does.
Okay. Hello.
Has a little bell on it.
I've heard of your kind. May I touch you?
It purrs.
I'm going to take that as a yes, because you're vibrating at much the same frequency Molly does when code plugs in. I reach down and before I pick it up, I gently like grab the collar to see if there's any sort of identification on it.
Mm-hmm. There is. What do you think it says?
What do I think it says?
Mm-hmm. What do you think this cat is named?
Honestly, if the magnets and what they found is any indication, the cat's it has the cat's name on it, and it's Pussy Galore from those old James Bond movies.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. It seems your name is Pussy Galore. Well, hello, Pussy. My name is Peace. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm going to pick you up now. If you don't like that, please indicate so. And I bend over to, like, you know, pick it up as gently as I possibly can.
This strange creature seems to turn to water in your hands. Figuratively.
I'm sorry?
Not literally.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is a sci-fi show, dude. Like, that could definitely happen. Oh, okay. Oh. Well.
Hey guys. I found another life form on this vessel, on this
You all right?
station.
Are you okay?
Peace? Sit rip.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It seems to be a domesticated animal known as a cat.
What?
You
It's
found
an animal? What is it?
God, you found a cat?
I found a cat.
Can we, please?
I don't know how we would get it back to the Molly. It doesn't
You can stuff
appear
it
to have
in
a
my
suit.
helmet or something.
I have a device I can put on it, but I have to let it bite it.
Well,
It'll be fine. It made her
What?
feel good.
What if you take my spacesuit and you stuff it in there, and then you go and you come back and you give me my spacesuit back?
well,
Can we please keep it?
I suggest looking around the premises because if he got the cat there in the first place, obviously it has his own spacesuit.
That actually might, I hate to admit it, but that might be correct. If someone happened to have
well,
a cat.
I would assume
Do you
that
think so?
they... Crash, do you think there's a way to bring the Molly close enough to do an airlock-to-airlock dock? I'm not sure that there would be.
Maybe it might not be as safe as you'd hope with all the debris. That's my worry. I could pull her up nice and gentle like, but do they have a docking extension?
A collar, a docking collar? No, they do
A
not.
docking collar, thank you. They do not. Yeah.
I don't see any docking collar here. I don't think that's the way it'd work. I think he parked his personal ship in the bay. I don't think we can do that piece.
There's a landing pad. There isn't a bay.
Nah, even more so.
Eden,
I will look for
a spacesuit.
Yes, you keep your eyes out. I will keep mine and try and find any sort of. I doubt it would be a suit. It might be more
Like a kitty backpack?
a container of some sort with its own oxygen and atmosphere and the like to transport this creature. I'll keep you updated. Right now it is vibrating and very affectionate.
That's purring, and yeah, it's a sign of affection. I don't think I've ever seen a cat in person.
It is currently rubbing its proboscis all over my extremities.
Whiskers, it's how they sense things.
This is sounding quite interesting. Please keep going.
It's leaving a liquid residue on me.
Secretions.
No, that's just
That's probably
drool.
spit. Yeah.
It's real happy.
Maybe like a little snot too.
Yeah, find that. That's it. I would.
I am glad you are happy.
Yeah,
I shall endeavor to keep you that way.
That is a rare beast. I absolutely want it. Yes, bring it on board. Find a way to get it in here. I'll keep comms open. I'll keep my eyes open. I'd hurry it up. We've been here too long. Probably outstayed our welcome.
Yes, sir.
All right, I take the cat, like I try and like cradle it in one arm and look around the area to see if there's like the container I said, or perhaps even a cute fucking fitted cat spacesuit, which I doubt, but if there is,
I think we're gonna need a roll for this.
Okay.
Roll for it and give me a cat suit.
We're gonna need a roll for this. A hundo.
Okay.
Please go ahead. I imagine this is going to be a rig roll in this case.
Okay, and I get a +1 for this with my chip. Oh, yes, with my rudimentary engineering chip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and can I do a gambit?
You want to use the ship's gambit? Sure.
Use the goddamn gambit, yes!
He did.
I knew all of them would be
critical.
behind me on this.
Remember the double critical from before, so he got a new gambit.
He did.
Oh God, I'm feeling really stressed right now.
Yes.
I could possibly hook my rig up to this and help you search as well.
Well, we can absolutely do that if you'd like to take a stress.
Ugh, man, this is a stressful job. Gotta be a damn cat suit.
Okay. What's
Okay.
the position?
According to chat, probably desperate.
Okay.
We are very desperate.
Sounds good.
And this will
Okay.
be
Experience for it.
yeah, this will be a standard effect.
Okay. And so I would have a bonus dice, 1 from my chip and 1 from code.
Yep.
Okay. If
And a
Code's
gambit. You
giving me
used
one,
a gambit too.
Yeah, okay. We will use the gambit too.
You got
Okay, so 3 bonus dice. So that means, let's see, 3 plus, I should have 4 dice, which is good. Okay. Let's roll. Okay. 6.
So, fervently searching through all the crap in this room, you find a like what appears to be like a life support crate. It's probably about half the size of one of the small cargo containers. And you find various cat supplies. There's some kitty litter and like a box of cans of cat food. And you you find that there is in fact a little kitty spacesuit
Wow. Okay.
How's it going, Peace?
Now, did you find anything?
Good
Makes sense.
news.
There is something.
Good news, everyone. There is, indeed, a fitted cat spacesuit for this creature.
Nora!
That is fantastic.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Who needs
I
Android
shall
parts when
keep
we
you
have this?
updated on whether this cat would like to wear this spacesuit or not.
All right.
Yeah.
I grab the spacesuit, and I just keep it on me for now while we search the ship, and I won't attempt to put it on the cat until we absolutely I've searched this area for valuables and stuff besides the cat. So I will keep the cat in my arm, and use my free arm to move shit around and look and stuff behind stuff, that kind of thing.
Sure. Looking through the various crates, you can find what you would imagine a sort of normal house in the middle of nowhere having. There's probably blankets and clothes and shit in these crates and various little bits of... There's probably electronics and things
Okay.
any sort of techie type person might have, backup parts. You find a lot of that shit.
Okay.
There don't appear to be any crates full of android parts here.
Okay. Well, after searching and not finding much of anything that I can, I would venture to take home with me, I place Pussy on the ground, and I put the carrier and the cat spacesuit, equidistant apart from the cat, and I look it down at the cat. Okay. Tell me which one you would prefer to be carried in, or which method of surviving the vacuum of space you would enjoy most. And I just wait for the cat to crawl over to one.
The cat looks up at you, continues to purr, starts to walk around and weave itself between your legs. After you're ready to give up, the cat begins to walk over towards the crate.
So you have chosen. I see you take a long time deliberating. I can appreciate that. I grab the crate and I look for the, I try to figure out how to open it up.
There's just
get
a
the cat
latch
inside.
on it,
Okay.
got a pressure seal.
Okay. In you go.
There's a little temperature readout and a atmosphere readout.
I open it up. In you go. And I try and beckon the cat into the crate.
Yeah. As soon as you start to set it up, Pussy begins to walk out and begins walking around the entirety of the room.
Ah, I know just the thing. And I look around and I grab whatever cat food I can find. And I open it up and I kind of just shake it into the container. So it's splattered on the walls and that kind of shit.
It's, cans of cat food, so it's just wet cat food that you slap into the...
Just
yeah.
and I kind of
cylinder, this short cylinder of cat food just kind of...
Yep. Oh, yeah. Just a log of food.
I hate how real this is as a cat owner.
Yeah, and I waited for it to just splort in the back of the container, and I kind of try and waft the smell out to the kitty.
Staring at Pussy. There was no other way I could say that, I guess. But you see this cat's just staring at you, sitting on its butt, as far away as possible on the other side of the room, just looking at you.
Okay. I shall attempt to speak in your language.
Its eyes start to just very slowly blink. It continues to stare.
I have another idea. I recall the photograph of our bounty, and I try and put that face on. I try and construct that face as best I can.
Oh, wow.
To try and get the kitty like.
I would just like to point out that you
Look,
have this.
I am your master again. Please.
I would just like to point out you have this rudimentary engineering chip, and you have a -2 to sway while this happens.
Yeah.
So this will be a sway roll. And
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is going to be a risky position, a standard effect.
Okay. -2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, that didn't even roll. It didn't even exist.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, because it takes doing the -2.
Just take those arrows off. And we'll
Take
add them. Yeah, just click those arrows next to sway. And just turn those off. And we'll add them.
Oh,
back.
there we go. Okay, that'll do. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay, now let's roll it.
Yep.
Risky, standard, 0 bonus dice, so it's a
It's a 0
disadvantage
dice
roll.
Yep.
Hey!
Wow!
Wow.
So this
Hello,
is a partial
Cat.
success.
I am your master, Landry. Remember Landry. You like Landry. Landry wants you to get to the container. Of your own free will, Landry would not like to force you.
Looking at you for an extended period of time, the cat then sticks out an obscenely long tongue and begins trying to lick the lower part of its neck. It's very awkward looking.
And the funny thing is, like Peace just does the dog confused, like. I know you are trying to communicate with me, but I am not understanding.
It then begins to saunter.
I like very slowly like shuffle over with the container in my hand. I have food in the container. It is all for you. Please, get in there. I will not harm you.
This is so accurate. It's so painful. And you do this, and as you bring this container closer, you can see that Pussy begins to headbutt you in the calf.
We will go. It seems as though you're trying to push me out the door. Yes, I know. I would like to leave as well. Other scavengers are sure to arrive at some point. May I pick you up again? Okay. I bend down, pick up the cat, if it allows me to.
Yeah, it sort of turns into this strange non-Newtonian fluid in your hands.
Oh, you seem to like it there. I have an idea. Another idea. I set the container down, and I attempt to detach my arm that the cat is holding onto, and put the arm and the kitty into the container.
It works.
Okay. Oh, well. I'm going to have to get that back later. I hope you don't mind. So now I'm one-armed with a container. Well, I suppose we should get you back to the ship. I can't very well carry much more with you like this.
Good news. I've managed to get the cat inside of its transport container. It took a toll, but an acceptable toll. I'm going to come back to the ship, to the Mollyberry, with the cat in tow. It may seem premature, but you will understand when I arrive.
All right. I'll be at the airlock waiting for you.
Thank you, Beast.
What about the cat suit?
No, the suit, I will retrieve it.
Excellent. I would like to
I
make
walk over
conversations.
and I walk over to the cat spacesuit, and I just like I put the thing down, and I kind of like just like tie one of the arms around the handle of the container.
This is every pet owner trying to load everything at once to make this one trip to get to the car. That's what this situation is. There's
Trying
so
to go
much,
to the vet.
There's so much math being done right now that you're just like, okay, if I have one arm, if I put the cat litter on top, then the cans on top, and then the spacesuit I can tuck underneath my arm, and then that's what's happening.
Yeah. And then, like, I look around a little bit more, and is there like the mouse on a stick, or like, a little fluff ball, or like on a stick or something, like little cat toys?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I look around and I grab whatever I think I can fit in my mouth, and
all right.
And I grab it and I bite down on it. It's like, okay, here we go. And back to the Molly.
Do you go back out through the hole in the kitchen, or do you walk through the other room?
It'd probably be faster just to go out through the hole.
Okay.
Because it's just one hallway, one door, and then out we go.
Sure.
Okay.
I need to float out, and meanwhile, we join the other group. Code, you are making your way through the computer at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, I am going to hook everything up to this baby because I'm disturbed. And I haven't really showed that emotion yet. So I'm a little bit more serious. Alright, let's see what you have inside here, you naughty
He's looking through the
person.
workstation. If I kind of like sift through the bin a little bit, I'll take like is there like a pen or something on the desk?
Mm-hmm.
I'll use that to touch them. Do I see anything that doesn't indicate it's pornography? Like maybe something that is just like anything that does not have space dicks or mustache rides 1 through 15. Maybe anything that seems like innocent or like it would be legitimate data.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a study, I think, Eden.
Would this be controlled, risky?
Controlled, and the effect is limited. Yeah, there's stuff there. There's a lot of porn. Just a lot. But there are some other things here too. I think you can see that there is a data stick there. And I imagine not all of them are labeled. Probably like half of them are labeled. But you do find one that says, what would it say? I imagine this is probably something along the lines of... Guy is reasonably secretive. It stands out to you because it's an item that you recognized on the ready-go menu. It says Galaxy Swirl Ramen.
Code? So I'm looking through these sticks of mating rituals.
What?
And
there were data.
Well, yeah. Anyway, there's one that stands out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just be careful picking it up not to touch the other ones.
What do you mean by stand out?
It says Galaxy Swirl Ramen. And a lot of these are unlabeled, so it'll take time for us to go through them, but maybe you want to check this one out? If you have a moment?
Yeah, sure. Hand it over.
Okay, here you go.
Let me bypass the security on this system right here.
Oh, just be careful. There's a sticky part like right over there because it touched the other one. Yep. Oh, and you touched it. Okay.
It's a good thing I'm wearing gloves. All right. Let's bypass the system first, then we'll stick it in and read the data.
Okay.
Hopefully shield our eyes.
So first off, I would like a hack roll from you, Code. This will be a risky roll. And you get 2 bonus dice because of your hacking stuff.
And my effect?
This will be... great.
All right. I'm nervous. Because the premature image that popped up was very disturbing. I don't know what we're going to get ourselves into. So I need you right next to me.
Okay. Should I be looking away or should I be looking?
You're going to be pressing the button. I'm going to be holding the rig in place. Are you ready?
Does the button look crusty?
They all look crusty.
No.
I'm gonna take my sleeve. I'm gonna press the button.
All right, 3, 2, 1. That's the wrong button. Try the other one.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that one with the more crust on it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So, you have to work your magic here, Code. This is somebody that knows what they are doing. But you also know what you're doing. However you go through your normal hacks, you take extra precautions because you know that this person is a hacker, and just like you. And you know that they wouldn't make things easy. So you run a few programs, you take some unorthodox approaches because you know that there's got to be some kind of, probably some series of keystrokes that need to be pressed to really make sure that this terminal is accessed by the correct person and that not just anyone could access it.
Shirt sleeve, please.
I gotta press more of these all.
No,
Okay.
yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I see the you got the wrong path, and then I bypass it.
After some work, and it is a bit of work, you manage to make your way into the default UI that is set up, and you can see it's like some custom stuff that's done. There's probably a bunch of lewd pictures that are on there, and there's you know, like an icon basically that pops up to indicate that the data stick is being read, and you have access to this data stick.
And you just kind of see Cole go. How does that work?
How does that work?
Oh, nothing. Oh my! Did you not see it?
Oh! What is that?
It says the data is downloading and extracting, but that looks like well, we got a cat.
Well, that doesn't look like it's extracting. That looks like it's...
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to put this in front of that, and we just wait.
Okay. Just don't click any more things, right? Are there any neat
No.
files on there that look interesting, though?
Oh, there's a lot that looks interesting. Define what you mean by interesting.
Well, maybe not images. I mean, although there could be some good images. Like, what is he doing? Some sort of file that indicates what he's doing with all of these android parts and what have you.
There are a few files here. Let me see. What do I see?
Looking in this data stick, you can see that there's a few files. First and foremost, there is one that just has like a basically like a universe, like a soul system time and date, and that's like the file name. It appears to be some kind of communication recording.
Oh. Sound signature. Or recording. We should probably take this back and listen to it there. I don't want to do it here. You know what? To make things safe, I'm going to whip out a data drive of my own. And I want to copy the files to it.
Sure. You know that you've got access to this terminal. You should be safe.
I'm going to go ahead and download everything.
Okay. So, are you just making a copy of the data drive, or are you trying to copy the whole drive here on this terminal?
The whole drive.
Okay.
Could we just like yoink it out and take it with us instead of
No,
transferring
do
it?
not touch.
Why not?
The idea of you. Okay, yeah. Just stand over there for a second, please.
I need another roll. Go ahead and make me another hack roll. And this is going to be this is a desperate position, and the effect is going to be standard. As far as bonuses go, you've got one disadvantage from something you don't know about, and you have 2 bonus die, so we'll say it's one bonus die.
All right, Eden. Don't scare me like that. Please do not rip anything out of it, please. Now.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's removable. That's the only reason I said that.
It is, but there's a process, and we have to be very delicate. You rip something out, things can happen. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get your permission on this, because if something goes wrong, we're in a shit together, as they so say. So there is a locked file here, and I want to retrieve it because you know it's in a really awkward area. Should I grab it? It was labeled important, secret, do not touch.
Yes.
All right.
Now, before he rolls,
Huh?
2 questions, or well, not questions, but the spy gear, we have like that scanner thing. That wouldn't be applicable to help him with anything, right?
No.
Okay. Second, I am gonna go ahead and stress myself out. I'll be pointing out files for him, be like, oh, look at this one, like I've already been.
Okay.
So I'm taking that stress, and you have the bonus from me.
All right.
All right.
So
That
this will
one
be
too?
two bonus now.
Okay. And grab that one? Alright, you're asking for a lot. I know I'm good, but... Okay.
All right, let me know if you need any buttons pressed. I got the... oh, wait, I have like a little
shoulders.
handkerchief.
Shoulders.
Shoulders?
Yes. Please.
I touch his shoulders.
Squeeze.
I squeeze his shoulders.
Left one more than the right one.
I squeeze his left one more than the right one.
Perfect.
A partial
perfect.
success. All right.
Perfect.
You start to copy the files. The percentage is counting down rather quickly. 20%, 30%, 40%, and then there is an error.
No! No! No, recover, no.
As
I have good news.
you begin pushing buttons on the terminal, it begins to lock you out.
Oh, no. Okay.
Do we yoink it now?
No. I am locked out of the specific area, and all I see is this stupid desktop and this dumb screen shaver. We have to eject. Good news and bad news. Which one do you want?
First the bad.
I didn't get it all. And I'm locked out.
Okay.
Good news?
The-
My shoulders feel good. Alright. Alright, there we go.
So we don't yoink it?
I've already removed it and ejected it safely. You always eject before you
Well,
yoink.
are the files on the desktop itself that were locked, right? Or was it on the data
the
stick?
extra stuff that I was trying to get, I only got about, what, 26%?
Just to clarify, Wack, was the locked folder on the desktop itself, or was it on the
No, the
data
whole
stick?
terminal is locked out right now.
But there was one thing in particular he was trying to access.
He was trying to copy all of the stuff on the terminal. He was trying to copy all that stuff onto another to his own data stick.
Right.
As this was happening, he got to about like 30-40%, and then the whole terminal got locked out.
Gotcha. But that one file in particular.
There wasn't one file in particular. He
It was just
he
40%
decided to
on my
copy the
stick.
whole terminal. I asked specifically.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got 40% of what was on here. I wanted a backup just in case.
Okay. So
I
what
failed.
now then?
You still have the data stick though. Still have the Galaxy Swirl Ramen data stick.
I eject safely. Here you go.
Into the bin.
Before I drop it inside there, it may get lost and confused with the others. I suggest you put this somewhere close to your body. Otherwise, named pocket.
I'm gonna take a little handkerchief I had in my pocket. Just. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Okay.
We need a truce right now. We need an Endori. Are you ready for that?
What?
It's a time-night way of making a promise.
Okay.
An Endori. Write that down so you remember.
Endori. I'll write it
Yeah.
on my hand.
You cannot ever tell anyone that I failed a hack at all. Technically, I didn't fail. I got 40%. 40% is still not a success rate. Above 60 would have been great, but underneath 60, I am not happy.
Well, on the bright side, you probably have a lot of new content for Crash. Right?
Move on. Let's move on.
Okay. So how do we close out that promise? Endori.
No.
No?
Touch the back of my hand with yours.
Okay.
The bond is sealed.
The bond is sealed. Yep. Okay.
So, when they ask, just say, I don't know, Mission successful. Alright. It's time. Start pulling out my stuff out of the monitor and putting it back.
Just to clarify, yeah, you still have not found the android parts. You found something that was being worked on that you were able to discern was being, well, it was being modified, but you haven't actually found the android parts yet, at least most of them.
There's still that other room.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we gotta find the android parts now.
I mean, that's the whole point, right? That's how we're gonna get paid. I know, I understand, I get it. Failure does not feel good, but don't worry about it.
Why do you have to call it failure? It wasn't really failure, it was a partial success.
failure. Sort of failure?
Partial success.
Not success?
You're hurting me. My heart.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did great, though.
Now you're just giving me that thing that humans do when they don't really mean it and everything is wrong.
No, I mean it. I mean, I can't do any of that. That's awesome.
Right, you can't. That makes me feel better. All right, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Be stressed. Yeah, there we go. All right, feeling better. All right, let's search around some more. Just don't touch anything.
Meanwhile, back aboard Molly. Peace, you have arrived through the airlock.
You actually found a cat.
I did, sir. And she is... Pardon me. She is very affectionate.
You know, I heard about the truckers of yore that would occasionally have a feline in their cab. I thought it was a rumor, but that's something we could do.
Are you suggesting we keep her, sir?
Well, what else would we do with her?
Well, I expect since she is such a rarity that she would be quite valuable.
Yeah, exactly why we'd want to keep her.
Oh. I assumed that you would want to sell her. You have probably made the Titanites very happy. They seemed overly excited about this.
That could be a good bargaining chip.
Yes, sir.
Are we keeping them?
What would we do with them otherwise, sir?
I don't know, drop them off at the next stop after the bounties turned in?
Well, I am with you, sir. But once our contract is complete, we have no reason to take them if you don't want to, sir. They are quite useful.
Yeah, useful and gunking up everything.
Well, we could use an extra pair of, well, set of hands. 3 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, that one that calls themselves a doctor is frankly terrifying. You see the way she was looking at me? It wasn't that like, oh, looking at me. It was more of like a, I might dissect you when you're sleeping kind of look.
Don't worry, sir. I will prevent this from happening to the best of my abilities.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
However,
mostly.
there is a very wide market for spare human organs.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately aware of that, which would why I'd like to not be put on the market, if you catch my drift.
Drift caught, sir.
No, all right. Anyway, yeah. So this cat.
Her name is Pussy Galore, sir.
That seems wildly inappropriate.
Does it?
The cat has a leg up over its head and is licking itself.
Oh, and please disregard the chunks of, well, food covering its body. It was in 0G with a tube of sustenance floating around in the carrier with it. I will bathe it, sir.
Yeah, don't they have knives on their feet?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer if you bathed it, because I'd.
It would be my pleasure, sir.
Yeah. All
Shall
right.
I release it from its bonds?
What else do you got for it? Do we have a do they need do they want beds? Do they have toys?
I'm not sure, sir. I brought a couple of toys with me. This one seems to be some sort of rodent on a stick, and this one makes noise. And I grab like a little it's like a feather with a bell on it on the end of a stick, and it goes jingle, 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 jingle.
You can see that Pussy Galore has stopped licking themselves and is looking through probably the little viewport on the crate.
Oh, and sir,
Yeah.
we should probably let the cat out sooner rather than later, for it does have my arm.
Are they that dangerous with their knives they can tear off an android's arm?
Yes, sir. Surprisingly strong, sir. She is terrifying when she is angry.
So maybe we keep her in the box then.
I'm kidding, sir. I willfully took my arm off. She seemed to enjoy its company.
All right, that's a little more reassuring. Where does it go to the bathroom?
Do you not know when I'm joking, sir? Do I need to stress more syllables differently?
Yeah, you might need to put more emphasis on different syllables.
That's very funny, sir.
Yeah, I thought so. All right.
I will look through the archives and see what necessities that this animal requires, and I shall
That'd be
attempt
good.
to construct a domicile for it.
All right. No, that's good. Okay, I guess release the pussy.
Very well, sir. And
I never heard such a good segue as we transition back to the other group.
Sounds good.
Meanwhile, Code, Eden, you begin looking around the rest of this domicile, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Are you going together?
Yes.
Very well.
I wonder what that cat looks like. Do you think it's really cute?
I've heard of these things, but I've never really seen one. I hope it's cute. If it's anything like the creatures on Titan, it can be quite large.
Oh. I'll love it either way.
That's nice of you. Well,
All right.
I'm pretty sure that it'll be a great addition to our crew, as Lorelei might actually just open it up and modify it a little bit.
I would kill her.
What?
If she hurt that little creature.
Kill? Did that just come out? Oh. that was a joke.
You're right.
All right. Wow. Okay. Let's just look around. I'm pretty sure that creature will be okay. She modifies. She doesn't kill. Unwillingly. So, all right. So, what kind of what are we looking for here?
Well, we're looking for
Android
the parts. So, let's see. What do we
So if
see
I
in this
was-
room here?
Well, make sure you look for something that's not out in the open. Maybe something hidden, like a latch.
Move some of these
or-
things over here. Take a close look at the walls, too. Oh, maybe underneath this ugly carpeting.
I would like one of you to make a... Let's see, this will be a rig roll. Eden, you do have spy gear. If you make the roll, you will have an additional bonus, but you could also help Code to make the roll. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
I have no dice and rig technically. Are you more accustomed to this sort of thing?
Of course.
Okay. Do you
Right.
think maybe
Yeah?
could take a look?
Alright, hold on. This is a dark section. Do me a favor. You gonna help me with this? Here, hold this. This is old tech.
You
That's the
see
button
like
at
a
the bottom.
droplet of sweat pour down from Eden's face. She's looking
yeah.
really tired.
Right there, underneath. There's a latch. Click that.
I click
the light see? The light comes on. It's called a black light. So you hold that and I will be able to find out what we need.
Okay.
Okay, rig roll.
Okay, you'll be getting
Position.
1 bonus die from Eden, and you're gonna have a. This is a risky roll with great effect.
1 bonus die, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now hold it down here, close to the. Yep.
Oh, is that about right?
Yep, right there. Now we can see everything.
Ooh.
So, you begin to use this light, helping Code move around various bits of potential hiding locations. Perhaps a panel in the wall, something along those lines. There's some like knocking on some panels, maybe to see if you can hear, some hollow spots. And as you are looking through this stuff and listening for different things and pointing this light around, you see like that one of the panels is slightly dislodged, and you see like there are some slide marks as if one screw was taken out and the panel would sort of swing, like it was still attached by one screw. And what do you do?
Well, I found something. Right there. See it?
Oh.
And if you look down the wall, it looks like this is something that was been moved quite frequently. So, with that, you do the honors. There should be a latch right there. I believe that's where. Hold on. I take the back of my hand and like place it around the area to see if I can feel any air or something coming through.
No air.
No. Okay. Now, I don't know what's going to be on the other side of that. So, or what it does, actually. So, I'm going to let you do the honors. I've already had a partial success earlier.
Uh-huh. Okay. I, try and start to pry it up or open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that there's screws basically holding in place, but they've been mostly unscrewed. And maybe, I imagine Code would give you like a screwdriver or spanner or something to open that up.
Okay. Let's try and put this in here. And I start unscrewing everything.
You pull one screw out, and the panel just kind of
I look inside. Do we see anything?
Yes, you do. You can see that there is some kind of switch inside.
What do you think this does?
Well, it can do 2 things or more. Not going through the mathematical equation of how many possibilities that can happen, but I would say it'll either open something or blow up everything.
Maybe this is how we can find the stashed items, though.
Yes, but I'm very confused because getting into this place was not easy. Downloading those files was don't want to talk about it. This rickety latch is going to hide valuable goods.
Maybe?
Now, before we do anything, question: can you use your abilities to shield us if something goes wrong?
Nope, can't do anything.
Great. Well, I'm going to get over here. And yeah, sure, push it.
Maybe we should put our helmets on, just in case.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's a good time to say if something happens to you, why I let that organism penetrate you.
Why?
Well, what I was explained, it's going to, if something happens, you won't feel a thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to clarify, before we're pushing any buttons, through our search, this is pretty much the only thing we've found.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit. Are you ready?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna press the button.
Wait!
Huh?
Don't press anything. You know, you did threaten, Alora by saying you would probably kill her. So I was hoping that if you pressed that, you would learn your lesson. But I couldn't do that to you. Please come by me.
Huh?
Stand by me. Behind
Okay.
this very large object. And I am going to use my baby, Miss Marjorie, to push a button instead. Don't say I
Very well.
never did anything for you.
And what does this drone look like?
It's long cylinder. It has these little rotors on it. Don't pick at it. It's not complete.
I'm
still
definitely
working on it.
peeking at it.
And it kind of has these appendages that come out very alien-like. And it's like claws. Almost looks like a lobster.
Mm.
Oh.
Alright, come on. And then I sync my smart glass up to it. I have to warn you, I do get very dizzy while controlling this because it's not
Okay.
complete. And I'm going to extend its arm. Alright, brace yourself. Dramatically press the button.
You push the button. There's a switch. And there is a that you hear, and a panel to the left of the door that would probably connect to the hallway that Peace was in before. You see release. There is a seal that appears to be broken, and lights begin to flick on, like as if they're fluorescent lights, and the panel recesses and separates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're alive.
You
What
see,
is that though?
basically, you see maybe 5 feet deep. There's a the equivalent of like the bottom half of a crate, like a cargo crate that is there, and you see 2 different sections. There's one on the right and one on the left. They're both filled with android parts.
Well, look who was right.
Thank goodness. I don't want any more surprises for today.
We move the camera towards the terminal. And there is a little icon that is flashing on the terminal that they do not see. And that is where we're going to end the episode today.
Ow!
Well done, everybody. That was a hell of an episode. Good job. That was great. Super enjoyed that.
Space pussy. Lord. It's gonna be fun.
Well done. Well done. So we're gonna do some shout outs and we're gonna do our end of session stuff. We're gonna go around and do the end of session stuff and yeah, say where people can find you and all that good stuff. Let's go around the room and let's do that. If you haven't done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/100club. No spaces, just all lowercase. And you should use your Prime Gaming sub if you haven't used it yet. Consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these wonderful people. Make sure you're following Tablestory. Head on over to Tablestory on Twitch, YouTube, at a Tablestory on Twitter, and come hang out on our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord. We've got a public Discord that is very active. People are really good about spoilers and spoilering things for all the different shows and things we do. But come hang out. We've got a lot of people that are looking to play TTRPGs. There's a looking for group channel. Come hang out. We also have a Patreon as well. Check that out, tablestory.tv/pledge. Where you can find that we have some wallpapers for the show. We've got podcast versions of our shows in stereo, as opposed to the mono format that we have on all of the various podcast websites. I will be making the podcast links live. We just had all the podcast stuff approved for 100 Club. So that will be on our website as well. You can check out tablestory.tv/100club for the podcast links and set up your RSS feeds and whatnot. And yeah, let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs and some end of session stuff. Why don't we start with Dan? Let's start with you today.
Hello there. It is I, DomesticDan, who plays good old Barry Hendricks, who I personally was very happy I got to take a back seat for most of today and just watch all of that. Oh boy. But yeah, Domestic Dan everywhere. Next week will be where I make some of the I make some of the recipes from the radio. I have cricket flour here for that. Yeah, that's we're gonna find out how that goes.
Go great. Yeah, you're gonna do it, buddy. It's gonna be great.
I'll do it. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. But yeah, at least for today, after this, I'm gonna be playing some Mortuary Assistant because that's fantastic. It's good. Unrelated to all this, though. Maybe related to Alora trying to dissect Barry at one point. We'll see. As for end of session, I don't know. The only thing I might think of for Barry, there were no tough decisions with Speed or Flare today. Not on Barry's side. It was slow and steady.
Tough decision was me.
Yeah. Maybe beliefs and drives back and forth, mostly with Mr. I want to put my goo everywhere and insulting my sister and her welding jobs.
And your stash of pornography?
I honestly think, like, you revealing that you have a sister, I didn't know that. So
yeah.
That's definitely, like, I would give a point for that.
It's mostly for the porn, let's be honest.
Mostly for the porn. He's got some drives.
True experience then. We learned about his sister and his porn.
He's got a few drives of porn.
Neither related.
So I think that might be the experience that Crash might have gotten, and that's it.
Sure. We'll say you get 2 XP then.
Hey. Okay. I'll take that. Thank you. But that's me.
Thank you so much, buddy. Zeke, why don't you go next?
You betcha. What up, everybody? Thank you guys very much for watching. I am the resident pussy pleaser in the squad here, which I think we all kind of seriously knew that. The mustache kind of gave that away, right?
Gave something away. It definitely put you on a list at the very least.
I was sitting here like before the show coming up with like, why would I do the mustache? How can I work it in? And it just like organically happened. And I'm glad it did.
I love it. I love that I didn't want to, nor did I ever deny you any of that.
Dig it, man. My name is Ezekiel 30.
Like a pest.
You can find me at or / Ezekiel_I on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, or Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out on Instagram and TikTok. I broadcast at 10 a.m. Pacific every day, unless I take the day off, in which case you have to follow my Twitter. I will tell you on Twitter if I'm taking the day off or not. But yeah, so I did one desperate roll. I already added that to the corresponding insight category.
Okay.
As far as I addressed a tough challenge with deception or influence. I think I did that with the cat, getting the cat into the case.
So good.
I deceived the cat by letting it think that the arm was still attached to me when I put it inside the carrier.
That would be two different deceptions.
So I think I deserve at least one for that.
Okay.
You express your beliefs drives heritage or backgrounds. Not really. You struggle with issues from your vice or trauma. I don't think so.
Okay.
Can I argue?
We'll say 2
for...
XP. We'll say 2
yeah,
XP.
yeah.
Okay.
The face and the arm.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's me then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Faye?
Hi, I'm Fhaelin. I played Eden today. You can find me on Twitch doing Twitch things at twitch.tv/Fhaelin, as well as Twitter. I'm here on Tuesdays as well for Kingmakers, so very different show, very different vibe. It's a pleasure to be able to be part of both of them, because we have like the super silly, ridiculous shit on Mondays, and then on Tuesdays I cry horribly every single time. But as
Cry
for
with laughter on Mondays and cry with trauma on Tuesdays.
Trauma Tuesdays. But yeah, in terms of Eden stuff, addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. I mean, we didn't use the way. The only thing I could argue maybe with that would be we had a lot of things where she did make sure to kind of be like, oh, are these parts being repurposed? Or for example, you know, looking through the bin, things like that. But I don't really think that fits wisdom in general, other than just like more of like an investigative kind of side of things.
Who, my apologies. Who discovered the? That was a code that used wisdom to use the black light. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we used also like the spy gear too to help him scan for the items to see if anything was being repurposed.
Yeah, I'll give you one for this.
Okay. As for beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, I think it was made very clear that she really, really likes cats. That was actually one of the things that I made sure to write down. She fucking loves cats. So definitely that. She also mentioned like the how she stole the spy gear and everything like that. It kind of like you're getting more bits and pieces that there's something a little bit more here with Eden. She stole stuff from the lab. So I would say at minimum 1. More than likely?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. And vice or traumas, I don't think so.
Nope. Getting damn close though, because guess how much stress Eden has? She is 1 before she takes a trauma.
It's a good thing we got downtime next session, right?
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen for sure. Sure. Thank you so much, Faye. Last but not least, Techniq.
Hey, I'm Tech or Frank or Techniq or whatever you want to call me. I exist on the internet on twitch.tv/Techniq and twitter.com/TechniqTV. I'm only here once a week, unfortunately, which makes me want to cry. My heart's hurt. I want to come back for more later. But anyway, we're here on Monday. So Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. I really love this show. It really just pulls me out of the fact that I have no AC. But it's great. As for today, I have a question. So I made 2 desperate rolls. How does that work again?
You get 2 XP flat for that.
Wow.
And then
in the stat that you rolled under specifically, not the playbook.
Yes.
Oh crap. 1, 2, 3.
So
4,
if you had like a rig that was desperate, it would go under insight.
Oh wow. Okay, I have 2 there, I guess. I think there was 2 desperate.
So then put 2 in that.
Sweet.
That's good stuff.
Oh man.
Oh.
That's the only way to boost those. So
No. Wrong. Remove the 2 arrows, and they go up at the top under insight. So you add 2.
The first row of them all count towards that total, and then once you add more to it, I think that's when
once
you
it
can
gets all the way full, then you can put a point wherever you want under that stat.
Got it. Okay.
So you should have you should have had we're gonna have to look at your sheet because I think we got to fix some stuff.
I probably removed them by accident. Okay. All right. Let's see. Every time you roll a desperate action, mark out.
That's what we just did.
Okay. You address the tough challenge with your technical. I would say
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Multiple times.
We'll give you 2 for that.
Okay.
Which is gonna make you advance.
What does that do?
When you advance, basically you get to choose. When you fill an XP track, clear all the marks and take an advance. When you take an advance from your playbook track, you can choose a new special ability. So where you've got like hacker there under special abilities on the left.
Oh,
like you can now choose a new one, and you reset your playbook advancement to 0. So you just hit that little X that's next to all those checkboxes that you just
I'm
filled
gonna have
up.
to remember that because I'm gonna have to look at that later. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me make a note.
And let's see what else you get. When you take an advance from an attribute, you may add an additional action rating. Okay. So yeah, once you hit your, you fill up one of the attributes, which is like insight, prowess, or resolve, you get to add another arrow in there. So that's if you fill those up on the right.
Oh,
that's the only way you can get to 3 arrows.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then I must have did that wrong. I'm gonna take 1 from Skulk because I think I put 1 there last week, thinking that's how you add it.
I think it went into prowess instead. Okay.
Yeah. The other ones did go to prowess. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Next
there
up,
it is.
did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yeah. I would say with the promise thing between Code and Eden, he taught her a Titanite word and what it meant. All right, and other than that, I'm not gonna count the creature thing because that's just him talking.
Yeah, I don't think we got enough from that to really understand what was going on with that yet.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, the ship thing we already got a point from before by using secretion, so that was kind of apparent. So I wouldn't count that either, I don't think.
Okay.
And then you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma. I would say him failing sucked. He gets pleasure from succeeding.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna give that one to you. That one's a push.
Yeah, I know. All right, thought I'd try. All right, anyway, that's it for me then.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Wacksteven. I've been your GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We also have to do our ship stuff.
Ah, yes.
I forgot to do that when it was Crash's turn, so let's do that quickly.
No worries. At the end of each section, execute a successful extraction, operation, or capture of a bounty.
Yes.
I think our bounty's in our fridge, yeah?
Yep. Go ahead and mark that.
contend with challenges above your current station.
No.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop new one. No, that was last session. Express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. We got a cat.
Cat. I did threaten to kill someone over it.
Yeah.
Get one for that.
All right.
Okay.
Good job,
Well, I mean,
Molly.
if anyone else comes aboard our ship, we will thenceforward be known as the crew with the cat,
With pussy galore.
With the pussy. Actually.
since they seem to be rare.
PG.
PG.
Good old PG.
18.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. As always, chat, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Much love. Thank you so much to my wonderful cast. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Frank, for being awesome role players. Stella, we missed you this week. Hopefully, we will have Stella returning safely and soundly back from Gen Con. And we will see you all next week for more 100 Club. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Kingmakers. That's tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. PB's Trauma Tuesday show. That is phenomenal and super good. It is such a good experience. Come check that out. Rime of the Frost Maiden has completed. If you did not see it, we had the Q&A session on Friday. Go check that out. That's up on the YouTube. We got a lot of podcasts and things to post. And you'll be seeing a lot more stuff going up on the Patreon. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.